everyone, welcome to the channel for a new battle report. So this is game number 2 from War Tavern with the Bash. I was facing my teammate from ETC Switzerland team, which is Xavier. So very interesting matchup. He's playing Vermin Swarm and I have my Infernal Dwarf list that you already should know. This was Xavier's list, so he was trying out multiple things here. We have Death Star of Vermin Brute, we have the double drill team that allows his big unit to teleport to ambush in a train on the battlefield that are, I think, outside of his deployment zone, if I remember correctly. We have obviously the double cannon that is really strong at the moment, and then we have some smaller unit, Chaff Piece, Stygian as a countercharger, obviously the double Scorchist, which was in the meantime fixed but is really strong. And then he had a BSB and a Captain that go inside the big unit of Vermin Brute to make it a bit stronger, and a Master Thaumaturgy for the magic. We were playing Forage and Plunder on Rufus flank, and I can already tell you that the map will be cut that way. And the one who is going to win the Rufus side is able to impose, so this one is automatically selected. You can select this one, and then your opponent is forced to pick this one. It's what I call the Forage curse, because if you play this type of map, which you already saw on the channel before, basically sometimes you are obligated, you must shoot yourself in the foot by choosing a piece of terrain that is in the opponent deployment zone. And that's one of the little things that I was disappointed with the last version of the books that we received, the last version of the season pack, is that they didn't give the possibility for the opponent to select a piece of terrain that was already selected. I think in that kind of case with the map, it's very annoying to, you are just obliged to select a terrain in the opponent deployment zone, and this is just a bad feeling for me, but it will be fixed at some point, I guess. You see, we both had Unleash the Big Gun, and we both had to select the hill and the field as the piece of terrain where we needed to finish inside, I guess. Yeah, I think that was it. So matchup analysis, I just put below in French, that's the preparation that I did before the tournament. I tried to prepare a little bit more for this tournament. So basically, I had to be careful about this ambush option. It should be better for me to play second and get the right matchup. I felt I have all the range damage tool to manage his main threat. I have Pyromancy, I have Naphtha Thrower, Titan Mortar, and then 2 Rocket Battery for the brutes. So I had everything I needed to kill a lot of model in his army and then make the fight manageable for me. So not easy for me on the primary to push the map early, but I could obviously counter-push as soon as I did enough damage. Overall, I felt the matchup is in my favor. I had the joy to win the first roll, which allowed me to select the terrain that I mentioned before. Meaning Xavier could deploy for first turn, which he did to try to compensate a bit this disadvantage. He put big block here, we have the Brute in the middle, Stygian, the Chaff, a bunker in the back, and the small unit here threatening the flank, and the 2 cannon in the back. And my counter deployment, I Defender Vanguards on the right with a Citadel and a Titan Mortar to block here this unit and maybe push toward the center. I put the isolated unit of Immortal in the train to plunder. I'm not sure, in hindsight, that's the best decision I made. I could have potentially played a little bit deeper to just get that unit inside until turn 3 and then push forward. That's a possibility. This unit could have been, for example, all the way here in the back, try to threaten him, potentially also pushing on top. So try to create something more. Here I'm basically missing a unit just for the train here in the back. So I'm not sure that was the best. Then I place here Enforcers with the Lord. Here I have Immortal with the Gunnery team, and here Gunnery team inside the unit of Citadel, and then Naphtha in the middle. His turn 1, he pushed hard toward me. In the magic phase, he get 4 hits, strength 5, smite, did nothing on my Enforcers, but he gets, I think, 4 wounds, or 3 or 4 wounds with the Rain of Fire, 3 wounds here on the Enforcer, and then some wounds nearby. Cannon did nothing on my unit of Enforcer, and with the Flamethrower, he still managed to kill 3 Immortal in the block on the south part of the map, which was quite good considering the fact that I have a 3-up and resistance against flaming attack. My turn 1, yeah, I noticed that I'm a bit too high, so I move a little bit back to give me time to shoot at his brute and other unit. Here I'm just in a position, he can take a long charge of brute. I have a counter charge set up, so I'm not too afraid by that. Here I'm still giving him the front. I cannot push too much because of the unit here to the side. And that's about it. In the magic phase, I get Cage of Amber, kill a couple of rats. I get Fireball and an Afterthrower, which kill here a total of 14 rats. Rocket Battery, I kill 8 wounds with the combine of 2 of them. Obviously hitting a 3-up is very good against that unit, so 8 wound is a very good start on the big unit. And on his turn 2, he will start to activate the game because he takes that charge and he makes it. I don't recall how much it was, but seems not too close, probably middle charge, so he makes it. Push a bit the rest forward. Here he moves a bit in the back. In the magic phase, he got D6 strength 7 on the Enforcer, and basically his plan, because I wasn't too afraid by the charge, I was thinking I have a counter charge, cannot chaff me, it's the Overlord multi-wound, that should be easy for me. But his idea, which is quite smart, is to do damage on the Enforcer unit with magic and then shoot me with 2 cannon and maybe kill my Overlord. I have a 5-up, only 3 wounds. If he kills the Overlord, then I'm in huge trouble. So that's quite interesting idea from Xavier here. But unfortunately for him, he will get first the Smite, strength 7, but then roll nothing on the Enforcer. I think he did like 1 hit and roll a 1, so that was disappointing. Rain of Fire will do a 1 wound to my Enforcer, so I'm still okay. And then the cannon will both do nothing on the Enforcer. So wouldn't have matter, but still an interesting idea. Close combat, he will do some wound, I will do some wound back. It's a draw actually, and he will reform to face me. My turn 2, I counter charge, ready to get the Overlord into action. The rest just move a bit to the side. I get Hereditary in the close combat to get the nice, juicy reroll to wound and multi-wound. I get the Cage of Amber on, I think, the unit of rat here in the bottom, that I'm also going to shoot to reduce because it's a bit scary. And then Rocket Battery, obviously I try to get rid of the Sijan, hitting on 4, wounding on 3-up. I think I also got Flaming Sword, so wounding on 2-up actually. No, I didn't get Flaming Sword, sorry. And he gets 2 6-up armor save and save the Sijan, so save wounds on the Sijan. So I do nothing on the Sijan. But close combat will be very good for me because the Overlord rolls very good. Basically on, I think, 2-up rollable and then 3-up rollable, if I'm not mistaken. He rolled a total of 11 wounds, so almost the max, which is too much. And then he breaks and dies. So, yeah, really, really good round from the Overlord. On his turn 3, he chaffed my unit here in the middle with giant rats. He attempts 2 charges on 5 against my Immortal, but fails it, luckily for me. That's a huge moment because my level 4 is still in the unit. So yeah, that's definitely a huge moment for me, that he doesn't make those 5s. Magic phase, he gets D6 strength 5 in Immortal, kills 1, and then get 2d3 on my General. He's able to target him because I have less than 5, but he does only a wound. And then the cannon did nothing on my Overlord, so I can try to escape turn after turn. My turn 3, try to escape. Next turn I'm able to march out of range, push those guys towards the back. Should have anticipated that slightly better. I could have moved quicker towards the side that I could have expected to open. Those guys move a bit in the back to make it a longer charge. And here I will try to get rid of those guys here. In the magic phase, I will do... let me check. 5d3, kill some rats. Yeah, I think I'm targeting the bigger block again, try to reduce him. Kill some, get Flaming Sword on Gunnery, that's going to shoot the Stygian, do 4 wounds. And then I shoot everything here in the middle against the rat, try to finish them, but I don't manage to do it. I think I made something wrong. I shoot this guy here before, and then those guys here. And therefore I just left 1 rat alive that passes the check, and I should have done the opposite. Shoot those guys and then use the big unit to finish the rat, because as you will see, it's a big mistake here for the primary that is going to be able to push. So I think that's a huge moment here. Anyway, I do 4 wounds to the Stygian with the combination of the 2 rocket batteries. His turn is able to get the charge this time with the Stygian against the Immortal. He fails the second one that was a mid charge, like a 3 or 4. So a bit unfortunate for him. And the rest, yeah, he pushing the train because he's still able to chaff me. So that's good enough for him. In the magic phase, he get D6 strength 5 on the NAFTA, do 3 wounds. I think he's maybe going able to kill it. I'm not sure about that. With the cannon. Not sure. No, I think he shot at my Overlord and I managed to pass an armor save. So the Overlord passes a 5-up. And Immortal against 1 wound remaining on the Stygian. Still, I don't do much. I do nothing and he do some wounds and I stick on 8. My turn. I just reposition myself. I plunder the middle, push those guys here, move away here. Nothing crazy. Combat's going to kill the gunnery. I'm going to stick with 1 guy, but I still don't do the remaining wound, which is frustrating. Yeah, do some wounds on the rat with the magic and shooting. Nothing crazy. He also killed the NAFTA, as you can see. Let's continue. Yeah, that's his turn 5. He can move out of the way. As you can see, I did crazy good damage. Yeah, that's about it. And then magic, he do some wounds on the citadel. Is going to now hit with the cannon and magic. So hit the cannon finally, kill some citadel, but not going to matter much. On my 5, I charge here on top, trying to get those points. I push the rest to try to do some damage. Shooting, I'm going to finish the Stygian. Push slightly towards him. His turn 6. He debated whether or not he should push forward, but I had 2 units looking at him. He managed to escape, as you can see. And on my turn, I will finish this unit and push the rest hard forward to do wounds. I think I will take half point of both units. I remember I took some good points towards the end of the game. So that was quite good for me. And we finish with a draw on primary, secondary. But I got much more point than him, which is 13-7. Post-game analysis quickly. Yeah, choosing the side was a huge advantage towards the primary and the tunnels, blocking the tunnels for him. Nice attacking plan from the VF. I think overall I fail a little bit the macro in the sense that I shouldn't have let him having close combat on turn 2. His plan with the cannon was interesting. Not so easy to put in place, but interesting and didn't work. He rolled really bad on the cannon until turn 3-4 until turn 4, and then he started to hit turn 4, and then 5-6 he hit really well, but didn't matter much. I'm not sure my deployment is perfect. I think I should have played a little bit deeper, 1 unit plundering, and then use the other unit of Immortal. Why not push on top? Why not push on top? I think I can push forward and fight against those guys, and then maybe threaten even the cannon and stuff. So I think that would have been better than just stay like that and just play a little bit deeper, get the chance to shoot, and be a bit safer. And I think I'm in a better shape if I do that. Give me a little bit more time. I think that's key. And I think it's always a bad sign if I get into combat turn 2. It's 1 turn too soon for my army, definitely. Guys, that's all for this battle report. I hope you enjoyed it. And after 3 games, I'm on 33 points. Before me, there is Andy, who is on 40 points. So we're going to play the final game together. He's a very strong player. So it's going to be an interesting last game for the final of this tournament. Thanks a lot for watching and talk to you soon. Goodbye.